Hello, everybody. Going live. First time. Here's to new changes and new beginnings. What an awesome time. What an awesome time to reflect and to share positivity and love and understanding, sharing, caring, right? Sharing's caring. And this was totally and completely spontaneous. I didn't market me going on live, for like a week or two. Hi, guys. A week or two before, it literally just hit me. Instead of doing a YouTube video, I had this urge to come on live. So we're just going to wait for, some peeps to join us. Soul Tribe, I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And I think this is so much more fun. It's exciting. First time, but it feels good. It feels good. It feels so good to connect with you guys, live. It's different. It's different. I like it. I like it. Good vibes. Good vibes. Mercury Retrograde. Whoo! Who's feeling it? Because I know I am. Stomach upset. Oh boy, that's the worst. Pressure in the head, right? Potentially maybe even third eye pressure, crown chakra pressure, right? Our connection to our higher selves. Solar plexus area, which is connected to our will, and feeling safe and secure, right? Hello, Angie. Hi, Tiff, Tony, Dan, Sharon. Hey guys, welcome. It's 7:02, so we'll just give a few more minutes, see if anybody else wants to join. Again, this was spontaneous, so I figured, whoever has the time or by divine synchronicity, come to join. Why not? There's always messages that we should always leave ourselves open to, because we just never know. We might be able to resonate with it, and we can use it to provide us with a perspective or a clarity that, maybe we've put up to the universe and asked, and it could just happen to come out today here, okay? So Mercury retrograde, so energy shifts going on right now. New moon in Pisces. So the physical symptoms are coming out, and a lot of people that are not as aware, they're complaining, they're not understanding what they're feeling. They don't know what's really going on. So I really try to provide the information just to give us more awareness of what it is that we're experiencing, of what it is that we're feeling. Things are coming up, right? So it's about, paying attention to what our intuition's feeling, getting to know that feeling, getting to understand and trust that feeling, right? It feels like this energy that's happening right now collectively is feeling like it's almost like saying goodbye to the old, our way of thinking, moving away from the negative, moving more towards the positive, seeing the upside of things a little bit more. I mean, we all have our down days or our bad days, but that's normal. It takes a process to master, flipping that coin, right? I always say flipping that coin into a more positive outlook, even in a situation that might not appear to be as positive, right? But it's up to us to be able to bring the positive, okay? To bring the positive into situations, right, where they're not as positive, okay? So, and I've been tested these past few days, whether driving in the car, people just waving their hands at me, and it's like, hey, what's going on? Smile. It's okay. Everything's good, right? Instead of me, saying, and, projecting back the same energy that he was projecting onto me. I could have, but I figured, why waste my precious energy? Why not in turn, maybe, give this guy some light, and implement what I, always encourage people to do, right? I got to do it myself. Whatever I encourage, I have to do too, right? And I always look at myself. Okay, meaning, all right, what are the messages that are coming through to my clients, right? And then I always, I reflect. So it's actually very beautiful for me to not only be able to provide insights, positive insights towards my clients so that they can, gain that clarity and just have a sense of calm, when they come with such high emotions. So again, it's how we project and respond to certain energies that don't serve our best and highest good. So more on the, the negative scale of things, right? So, to see the change, we have to be the change. We have to be the change, right? Be the change and you will attract more of it. Not to say that you still won't be tested once in a while, right? So try to spread light and positivity, especially in those situations where, someone could use some, right? So be that person. It makes you feel good inside, because we've all been there. I've been there in my past too, where, I reacted, right? No matter what the situation was, if I was getting negative, feedback or energy, sometimes I reacted like, hey, with anger back. Well, then I soon learned, well, where does that take me? Where does that lead me? Nowhere. It doesn't solve anything, right? It's either, say, okay, you know what? No problem. Walk away, right? Or however it is that you can speak your truth, but there's always the right time and place for everything, right? Because when someone's in a state of upset, right? But at the same time, we want to be understood, right? And we want to, stand up for what we feel is true and what we feel is right. But the other person is just not hearing it, right? Because they're in a state of heightened emotion, which is, I'm upset. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to talk about it, right? And they're reacting, and you're like sitting here like, okay, so I guess I'm going to have to wait. In the meantime, I'm going to give you some space. Love is space a little bit. No problem. That's good, right? So, and when this happens, it gives you time to reflect and also, calm your emotions as well, because it can be hurtful sometimes, right? When we can't, speak what we feel to at that moment, right? So self-reflect, and then you also calm down and, go over your feelings. And then the right time will come, and I promise you this, where you will be able to express it from a place of love in your heart, right? So I'm just going with the flow, whatever I'm feeling to talk about, and it's going to be, a few different scenarios. It's just my higher self guiding me, because collectively, people might have experienced this, might be feeling this. So, we're going to just flow with it, okay? There's going to be all kinds of things. And I'm also going to start looking at the comments and see if anybody has any questions that they may need clarity with, okay? And I have beautiful divine cards that are here to also provide us with messages, positive, uplifting messages, okay, that can assist us in reflecting on what we need to reflect on, right? Okay, so I'm just going to take a look here at the comments. Just bear with me a second. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So I'm seeing, some people are feeling, depressed, right? That's a big one. Oh, and that's okay. That's okay. This is awesome. Sharing our insights, sharing our love, sharing our connection. This is real life topics, okay? And this is Soul Talk, okay? With Klaudia. I'm happy to be here. I love you all. So it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I promise. We have some not feeling well today. Need to understand more of what's happening with themselves. Okay, okay, I understand. These are all really legitimate questions. There's a lot of energy shifts going on, but what I'm feeling is basically we really are at a point where we're seeing, I made some notes, okay, as well, because it's a lot to talk about. Saying goodbye to the old ways of being that no longer serve us, of seeing things in a different way that serve us better, right? Okay. So basically, this is actually a time of saying hello to new beginnings. It's a beautiful thing. It might not feel like it in the transition because we're feeling it physically, we're feeling it emotionally, and we might be feeling exhausted, and we might be feeling overwhelmed, right? But this is all normal, okay? Because we're going and heading towards a much more lighter and easier place of understanding, of becoming, right? Our better version of self, right? So we're becoming our best selves. And that's a process. That's a process, right? I'm going to tell you the pattern that I've been seeing with my clients, okay? And from personal experience along my journey, I also experienced it. And you know what that is? It's, oh my gosh, when am I going to get to level 10, like step 10, meaning, when am I going to be free of this suffering, this pain? Why the process from 1 to 10, right? It's step by step. Of course, we all want to get to the last step of healing so we can feel better. This we all share and have in common. But we have to accept the fact that every step that we do take towards healing actually leads us to feeling more lighter. So as we progress, we feel lighter and lighter and lighter. And this is very true because I've experienced it. And I have clients that come back to me and say, "Oh, Klaudia, you were right. You were right. I was trying to, but I understand that that's just not how it works." So the reason why I'm giving you these examples is to let you know that you're not alone. You're not alone in feeling this, right? Because this process and this awakening journey and inner journey, right, can feel very lonely at times because there's not many people that are willing or open enough to talk about these real life things that are happening, right? And it's unfortunate, but I truly believe that sooner or later, we're all going to end up talking about it. So for now, the message for today is an apology is a good way to have the last word. Interesting. An apology is a good way to have the last word. So to me, that means, as a message for us all collectively, right, is that we need to own up to the choices that have caused others hurt and pain, okay, that have led up, words that have led up to hurting people's feelings, right? Because I think the only way that we can reciprocate back what we also need for healing, right, that others can help us with, right, when there's hurt emotions, is to be the one to step up, because that takes courage. That takes courage, and that's an amazing gift to have. It actually is truly a gift. It really is. And find that courage within you, because we all have it. It's a matter of using it just by making a simple choice. Use the courage to, if you know that, you know, out of emotion at the time, you may have said something to a loved one that, you know, you regret it. You regret, you know, there's regret there. You feel sorry. You feel bad. But there hasn't been a chance or an opportunity, you know, to maybe express, right? To maybe express, like, you know, I'm sorry that this happened. You know, I didn't mean it. You know, it takes courage, and it takes a big person, especially to be the first one to do it, especially when there was exchanged, you know, hurtful things said out of anger and heightened emotion, right? But it's so important to discern, so to know the difference of when people hurt our feelings, if they're truly hurting us from their heart, or are they just speaking from pride and ego and anger at that moment in time, which doesn't make it right, but just to know the difference, right, of, you know, what needs to be worked on versus what is, you know, could be toxic, right? So this is something that we need to understand and know the difference, right? Being aware, stepping up to the plate of where we need to. It's okay. It's all good. You know, we have to let out our emotions. We're emotional beings. I see so many people, they have no emotion on their face. No emotion. I just, it's possible. I don't know how it's possible, other than that they've suppressed their emotions for so long that they've become desensitized to emotion or feeling, because they've experienced so much pain, most likely stemming back to childhood, okay, that they shut down emotionally. They couldn't handle or face any more pain, and they shut down the feelings to avoid feeling, well, feeling almost pretty much anything once you shut it down. Because if you're protecting yourself from getting hurt, well, that also means that you shut down your heart, and you also can't feel love, right? And we all need to feel love. We all need to feel love. I'm trying to see here, going through the comments, and that's okay. Listen, mastery, it takes time. It's a process, but every step, I'm going to tell you, you're going to feel great. Yes, be the change and attract more. Yes, Dawn. Hi, how are you? Love you guys. Kim. Yay to new beginnings. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to be pulling some cards in a minute. Tiff Burton, I feel the energy shift in a real positive way. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, no, there's positive to it, right? It's just being aware of the discomforts of the change, because change can be discomforting at first because it feels like it's unknown, right? So understanding that, you know, with change comes unknown at times, right? So, you know, it can feel discomfortable, right? Uncomfortable. So that's okay. But being aware of that gives us more comfort, right? With the way we choose to handle it, right? So it's very important. Yay. New beginnings. We all need it. We all need it. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I found my healing myself. I had to 100% focus on self-love. Yes. Yes, beautiful people. Yes. Yes. Self-love is key. Self-love is listening to your heart and soul, which is connected to the truth and the essence of who we are, right? So that's why it's so important to, build that relationship, with ourselves, basically, and follow what nurtures our heart and soul. Follow what nurtures our heart and soul, because that'll lead you on the right path, right? And our purpose is in our passions. So follow your passions, follow what makes you happy, follow what brings you joy, right? So important. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Start to listen. Start to listen. I'm going to see here. This is true. Yeah, it can be a lonely path, but you know what? We're here together. We're here together. So it's not as lonely as it appears to be. And you know what the hardest part is about this whole, awakening and starting to see things in a more different way, right? Is that usually our family members, like, it's usually like just one of us that start to awaken to things, and then it's like the people closest to you might not understand you, like, okay, and I'm very expressive, so I've always expressed myself to my family. I didn't really care if I sounded crazy, and nor do I care now. Right? I'm very carefree. Authenticity gives you freedom. To be fear of judgment within yourself, towards yourself, is so freeing, right? But it was a process, right? To not fear being judged by others, it was also a process, right? You have to get to that point. But once you feel, and you get to the point where, you know what, you're comfortable with who you are, you've struggled and suffered to understand every aspect of who you are, right? That's the only way we can know what we're able to feel. There's so many, I didn't even realize, and I tap into emotional healing, that there's over 100,000 different emotions. Like, I don't even know how to comprehend this. Like, I understand I can feel a lot more emotions than a lot of people, but to have that many different emotions, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. So we're always learning about ourselves, but we're always getting to a point where, we understand ourselves better and better. And the depth is, so far, it seems to be pretty endless, but in a really cool and cosmic way, in a really amazing way. So don't fear it, right? Don't fear the unknown. Stay positive, think positive, right? Work on your connection to divine, right? It's so important. It's a feeling, right? It's an inner knowing, right? So work on that. It's really going to assist you and guide you on your journey. I only speak from my own experience and from what I see, and from what I see with all the beautiful people that I assist. My family has never understood me, and that makes it even lonelier. 100%, absolutely. But I'll tell you, I encourage you to focus on not so much your family understanding you right now, but really focus on understanding yourself right now. That's the best thing you can do for you. And self-love is understanding and getting to the core of who we are. And that includes wounds, that includes traumas leading back all the way to childhood, right? Emotional trauma. Some of us, as kids, our parents were so busy, there wasn't enough expression going on in the homes, not enough emotional expression. If the children had their feelings hurt, perhaps it wasn't noticed, and they had their feelings suppressed. And now now as an adult, the symptoms are coming out, where we still have problems with our throat chakra to be able to express how we feel in our relationships. You see, everything is connected and stems back to childhood. So it was literally like one or the other of dysfunction. Okay, I'm telling you right now that most of the population grew up in a household of dysfunction in some way, shape, or form, or at some level. And the reason I say this is because the knowledge that exists today and the awareness, okay, and the knowing did not exist then, you see? Not even when I was a child, okay? So this is a whole new wave of enlightenment, of understanding, and of knowing, you see? So it's so important for us to realize that the dysfunction was most likely not enough emotions were being expressed, loving emotions, care, affection, emotions, okay? Lack of emotion and expression, or the other scale, which was, can you guess? It was over emotional dysfunction. So lack of emotional function or over emotional function, one or the other. So over emotional function means I'm not sure if anybody's seen, you know, like My Big Fat Greek Wedding, okay? Emotional, and that it's, you know, emotions. I mean, hey, that means we're human. That means we're alive. We're emotion. Emotion is in motion, right? That's how you know you're alive, when you feel levels of emotion, right? Happiness, sadness, I don't know what I'm feeling, excitement, ecstasy, beauty, enchantment, so many different feelings and emotions, right? So over emotions, so which means everybody expressed everything, including anger, right? Crossing boundaries, right? Over expression without filtration, you know, no filter, right? That causes wounds too, right? So you have the over emotion spectrum of dysfunction, but it, not to say it was intentional, it's just we didn't know any different. Our families didn't know any different, right? Everybody just, you know, passed along what they learned from their parents, what they didn't like so much. You know, you make changes accordingly here and there, right? You try your best, you try better, right? So it's about understanding how and putting the puzzle pieces of your life and our lives together, piece by piece, wound by wound, understanding where it came from, right? Where it started, where it began. By understanding leads us into accepting, like, hey, you know, they didn't know better, you know, or they tried their best, but you know, they were busy surviving. So I've heard everything. I've heard everything, and I've heard so many different scenarios, and it's okay. You know, we've all been there one way or another, and one is not better than the other. They both have their pros and they both have their cons, but that's life. That's life. That's the yin and the yang. That's the light and the dark, right? That's the night and the day, right? There's always two sides to everything, you know? Even sometimes good deeds go unpunished. Like, you know, you try to do good for someone and they just don't see it. And they put you down, right? Or they don't even acknowledge it. You know, forgive those people. Forgive them, because they're in a different state. They're not as aware as how you are, right? Awareness is key to understanding our own journey And the people around us that we truly love and care for, that may not understand us, but if we can understand them, it'll give us more peace within ourselves. And we learn to understand not to take their projection onto ourselves personally, because they have their own lessons to learn, just like we do, right? And I've noticed that when we make the choice, because everything's free will, right? Universal law, law of attraction. Everything is based on free will and intent. If you have positive intentions and if you have pure intentions, right? Or if you have positive will, you will start to attract that more into your life, and you'll know who to distance yourself from, and you'll know who to draw closer to you. So let's see what we got here with some cards. Let's see. Drop your name, even if you don't have a question. If you would like a card, go ahead and drop your name. I'm probably going to do live videos since this is my first video and it was very spontaneous. I am going to, make a schedule so that more people know that I'm going live, right? And I have a lot of different viewings from all over the world. So it's different time zones too. So I'm going to have to figure out what's my best bet. What's a time where works for me and works around my reading bookings. I'm going to have to confirm that. And also what's good for, everybody else. I will definitely try my best. And if you want to leave some comments as to what time zone you're in and, what time works for you, and then collectively I'll take a look at it and then I'll see what works for us all, okay? The best I can. Hi. Hi, Ness. How are you, honey? Nice to see you. I love all your energies, guys. I love you so much. I don't know, like your heart chakra opens up and your soul tribe, you feel your soul tribe, and I'm calling my soul tribe with my soul. I am putting it out there. I'm signaling you all. Share the truth. Share the love. Steph, Detroit, Michigan. Hi, how are you? Welcome, my love. So nice to have you here. Leslie, hi, honey. Welcome. Lots of love. I know this was spontaneous to go live, but I felt the need to because of this Mercury Retrograde. And I also, I was really pushed to go on. And I said, okay, I'm not going to resist the universe and God's will. So I'm here. I'm here with you guys. It doesn't have to be a big group. It's okay. You know what? As long as we're here together, that's all that matters. And whoever's missing out, they couldn't join or they didn't get the memo in time. I think these live videos on Facebook, they save. So I think they can maybe view it later. Not live so much so they miss out on the cards, but they can see the message anyway, right? All right, so I'm going to have to go back up here, guys. Hold on. So I don't miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. If I miss somebody, just kind of write a few times, And I don't mean to. I really don't. Okay, so I'm seeing Ness, okay, Dawn, Tiss, Kim. But I felt this card for Ness. I felt this card for Ness, so I'm gonna Ness. Ness, are you here, honey? Send a happy face or heart, so I know you're here. Hey, girl. Okay, so do you drink coffee or pop or anything like that? I don't know if I can see your response, but you got the card. I don't know. I'm gonna look for your response in a second. But you got the card that's asking you to cut down on caffeine, whether it's coffee, pop, anything to do with caffeine, because it's affecting your your energy, literally physically and emotionally too. It could be affecting it. Let's see this. It's hard to follow, like, the comments, but work with me. We got some time. Work with me here. We're getting by. Don't worry. Okay, let's see. Let me know if you resonate with this. So caffeine. I guess, I'm a coffee lover. So hey, Giovanni, how are you? Welcome. I'm a coffee lover, so we all have to watch our intake with coffee because it does dry us out, right? So it's very important, for the coffee that we're drinking, especially to the coffee lovers, that we're also replenishing it with double the water, especially in the wintertime. If you're in the winter areas, very dry. We need to drink lots of water to help us detox and flush out the toxins, not just physically, but emotionally too. Okay, so caffeine. Hey, Sandra, how you doing, honey? Welcome, Mary. Okay, so I'm trying to look for Nessa's comment, and I can't find it. So you know what? I'll check it after. Okay, Bella. So, so caffeine. So try to cut down. If you're free from caffeine, then that's really good. They're saying that's really made a difference and a change in your life, but it has to do with caffeine. So caffeine free. So, work on that. And it's a good reminder for us all too, right? Love the coffee, but just, watch how it affects your body. Okay. It's important. It's important to pay attention to how we're feeling, to what we're digesting, right? Because we become what we eat. We become what we drink. So it's important to, start to lean more towards the healthy foods, right? Fruits, vegetables, rice, things like that. Okay, Kim, have hope, have faith. Everything is going to be just fine. I promise you. Just will it. Let's see. Just will it. Have faith. Okay, listen. It doesn't get any more clearer than that. Where are you? Give me some hearts. Just will it. Have the will, have the faith as I'm shuffling, and look what pops out. Everybody, this is a reminder. We need to have faith. Faith is what saved me in my despair. Faith. My faith. And it's not because, like, I wasn't forced to go to church. I went to a Catholic school. I was born Roman Catholic. I made a post about this, right? But I always felt it as a child. I always, like, nobody had to, like, push the beliefs on me, or, I felt a pull. I felt a call, and I just always followed that. And I prayed on my own before bed. I prayed for others without even knowing what I was doing, right? I was just doing it out of intuition as a child, right? I'm the most, like, I was on my journey, like, I'm the one that brought my family to, encourage them to strengthen their faith. I brought faith into my family. What a beautiful thing, and so fulfilling in my heart. It changed my life, and it changed theirs too. So have faith, work on the faith, because I'm telling you, it will change your life. It did mine, and I see it, and I've seen it in front of me with the beautiful souls that have not only be able to come physically and have an angel reading session with me, right, to deliver blessings and guided messages that they need at the time, right, to provide clarity, right? Because we all need clarity, right? Sometimes, definitely. And we'd like to stay clear, right? So that we know we're on the right path. And for all the beautiful people that, I had the opportunity to read online all over the world. Same thing. Same thing. The lesson seems to be the same. The pattern seems to be the same. Okay. Sadness and isolation. Tiff Burton. So this almost coincides with, okay, yeah, hi Tiff. Tiff, this almost coincides with the Mercury retrograde, that, you know, we start to feel even before the energy's coming, right, and arriving, and it lingers even afterwards, right? So sadness and isolation. So if you may have experienced this, or you feel like you've been seeing this around you, whether in your personal life, friendships, you're picking up on energies, right? So just know that this message is for you to be aware, allow yourself to feel if it's you, okay, or if you may experience it coming up, whatever the case, or experiencing it currently, or if you're also seeing it, right? So using your awareness, allowing yourself to observe your feelings, right? And just flowing with it. Don't resist it. Don't, just flow with it. Do things that keep you calm. I strongly encourage putting on healing music. YouTube's great for that. 432 Hz, hertz. So it's a frequency to keep your energy calm and at peace, okay? 432 hertz, 528 hertz. YouTube, type it in. Healing music, whether you're, cleaning around the house, washing the dishes, whatever the case is, or taking a bath, self-love, taking a salt bath, right? Helps calm, relax, detox, stress relief, right? Taking the responsibility, and this is for all of us, not just per se for this particular person, but this is a good thing for all of us to, remind ourselves, right? Because this is beneficial for us all, right? These are all positive things that are here to help us, right? I'm here to help you, right? So whoever makes the conscious choice to be here with me today, it's a beautiful thing, because you'll just, only gain something. You have nothing to lose. It's only here to share insight, to share from experience, right? Whatever that can help us make the process and the transition more easier as we journey through this process of awakening to inner knowing within ourselves, and increasing our connection, right, to divine, and understanding what this connection actually is on a deep emotional and soul level, right? Sadness and isolation, this too shall pass. Stay positive. Focus on what nurtures you and what assists with this feeling. Connecting, like we're connecting right now, that assists with the isolation, right? And this goes for anybody who's feeling lonely at this time, right? It's not so lonely when you're focusing here right now on this video when we're talking, right? Your mind is focused away from the isolation and the loneliness. You're actually, like interacting with others about real life things, soul topics. Pretty cool. It's a good way. It's a good way, right? And it's going to help you with the sadness too. It's going to help you with the sadness. Oh. Okay. Keep throwing in a little message, because I keep going back up to make sure I don't forget anyone. So just just keep putting a little heart or something so I can see your name come up more often, Janet. Welcome, Janet. First time here. Well, guess what? It's my first time live. Ha! Welcome. It's all good, right? There's a first for everything. The ones that resonate with your energy, come, right? Ooh, okay, it fell out. You saw it. It fell out. Let's see. Janet. Oh, Janet. Dreams coming true, girl. Dreams coming true. Okay, so you know what that means? You know what that means? That means that it's a very powerful time for you and for all of us for that matter, okay, to start to manifest by setting a positive, loving intention, because that's the only way, okay? Start to manifest by setting a loving intention to the universe of what your heart truly desires, whether it's love, right? Abundance, right? Drawing closer relationships to you that may have distanced itself, right? And also comment if you're resonating with this. Hey, this is a open feed. However, one thing that I appreciate and I believe in and I feel respect is my only request and boundary that I have intended and set up on my feeds, okay, and my page. We all share our insights. It's a beautiful thing. Nobody knows more than the other. It's just based on personal life journey and experience, and we're all at different stages, okay? That's all it is. So respect is essential, and I am truly grateful for everyone acknowledging and following suit. Just want to throw that out there. I appreciate it. Grazie, grazie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dreams coming true. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. That's something to celebrate. Light a candle. Everybody light a candle. It's Mercury Retrograde. Light some sage. If you don't have sage, get some sage and light it up. And just pour out your loving heart and it will make its way into the universe. It will make its way into the universe. Listen, telepathy is real, okay? Feelings and emotions are real. It's real. That's how we know we're alive, because we're feeling crazy things. We're feeling painful things. We're feeling beautiful things. There's so many different things going on depending on where you're at along your journey. Everybody's experiencing different things, but at the same time, we're also experiencing similar things collectively, okay? So follow what you're resonating with and keep an open mind. Very important to keep an open mind. So many people are too narrow-minded. That's going to get you in trouble because you're not going to see the signs that you're meant to see. And it's going to keep you veered off the right path. Closed-minded is not going to get you anywhere. You're going to keep going around the karmic cycle, and you're going to keep getting stuck in there, and you're going to be miserable, and you're never going to know what peace is, love, or for that matter, bliss, right? The only way the only path that's going to lead us to experiencing bliss, oh my God, euphoria? What is that? Oh, well, once you've experienced it, you know, you crave that. You crave that feeling of being able to, like, wow, life can be like this. Like, life can be like this. Like, no matter how much I've been hurt in my past from friendships, relationships, sometimes our parents hurt our feelings, siblings, right? Doesn't matter who it is. But no matter what we've experienced in our past, so as long as we chose to grow from it, right? To choose and will to grow from it, because through pain we grow. Through pain, it's one of those things in life. It kind of feels unfair, but that's the way it works. That's what I've realized and come to understand. Through pain, if we choose, we grow. Through suffering, if we choose, we can grow. We can become better versions of ourselves, you see? Okay, because nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. Okay, we're perfectly imperfect because we're human. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, this is the new age of knowing. Be very, also pay attention. Pay attention. That's why it's so important to get to know yourself so that you can trust your intuition, because there's a lot of people that are doubting themselves. There's a lot of people that I've noticed that are doubting themselves, doubting what they're feeling, doubting what they're seeing. So here's this. Here's a trick. Okay, like a good trick. Okay, stop doubting what feels good. Stop doubting what makes you feel good. Okay? Even if there's, you've gone through some things in your relationships and, you're still building your trust back after the foundation crumbled, but the love is still there and you're learning what love is, what it looks like within the relationship, because most of us grew up in dynamics that no longer serve our best and highest good in today's age, right? It's a process of growth. Growing together, that's a beautiful thing. But first, we must be not just focused on growing within ourselves and for ourselves, right? To better ourselves. But what a beautiful thing for if we do have companionship at this time, to be able to grow together, even if it's, even if it's like this, but it gets easier. It gets easier. And also really start to ask the question, like, who are the people in my life that I cannot imagine living without? Have you ever asked yourself this question? It's a pretty good question to ask yourself, I'm telling you, because it puts things into a more deeper perspective, right? Okay, so let's see who this card's for. Sandra, hey, you still here? Send some hearts if you're still here. Love the hearts. I'm all about the hearts. Sandra. So Sandra, you got the card. You're going through some, challenging times, but there's a lot of us that are going through challenging times. So just know that this challenging times, okay, is here to bring you a different awareness, okay? It's here to bring you more depth and understanding, okay, of what you've been experiencing, okay? To be able to show you different perspectives and different ways of looking at a particular situation that's near and dear to your heart. Okay? So just know if there's any resistance, okay, whether from within yourself facing something or dealing with something or anything coming up or current, whatever the case. And a lot of people are experiencing this because of the shifts, okay? It's shifts of energy, and we're heading and moving towards a new beginning, which means, putting old wounds and leaving it behind, taking the lessons with us and moving forward, but leaving the pain behind. And this message is so important for each and every one of us to not only understand, but to realize, okay, is that we need to understand the pain that's connected to our past by putting the puzzle pieces together, and in all divine timing, it shall be understood, okay? Especially if you're determined, you will. And ask the questions. Ask the questions. Put it out there to the universe. Whatever you feel that you need to know, you have to ask, and then you have to be ready to face them. okay? But face them in a very, like, step back and put yourself in the other person's shoes. So we need to put ourselves in other people's shoes so that we can not only understand them better, but we can also understand how to handle ourselves better when we're in the company of other people whose energies are a little bit different. I mean, we're all unique. Everybody's energy is different, right? So, and as we're growing and changing, because change is inevitable, right? And we're constantly changing. And I think we're going to be changing and growing till our last breath, right? Technically. So it's important to, you know, patience. Patience is key. Patience, awareness, and understanding, not just from your own perspective, but it's so important for us to be able to put ourselves in other people's shoe and view things from their perspective so that we don't cause more wounding, you see? Instead, we can begin to start healing different aspects, okay, of what we need to. That serves our best and highest good for the future to come. So it's all good things. It's all good things, but we have to get rid of the caca that no longer serves us, that we've gone through to get to this point, right? Because usually, you know, when we go through times that that are, you know, uncomfortable or discouraging, it's leading us towards a very beneficial path. It's just a matter of trusting and believing in that and following your heart and trying to see things in an empathetic and compassionate way so that you can make the necessary and proper decisions. Very dry winter. So I hope that helped, Bella, 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 and I hope that helped all of us, even for me. It's a good reminder. You know, my life's not perfect by any means. Whoever says they don't have caca is full of caca, okay? That's my saying, and that's the truth, okay? And I can see right through it, no problem. Okay, so, ooh, look at this, a message in a message. Eric, hey Eric, peace and love. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so guess what your message is? Okay. So massage therapy. Wow, massage therapy. After this video, the massage therapists are going to be pretty busy, but this is true though, eh? And this is a fact. Eric, the angels are saying that it's very important for you as a self-love act, okay, to give yourself what you deserve. And what the angels are saying, because we all have guardian angels, your angels are saying that treat yourself if you haven't already or before, or if you have but it's been a while, treat yourself to a massage. A healing massage. I, for one, love my back massaged. I have back problems, unfortunately, and oh, it helps so much. It's such a relief, such a relief. So self-care treatments, massage therapy, everyone, hey, who's up for a massage? It's getting hot in here now. Who's up for a massage? Mercury Retrograde, I think we all need it. So go and get yourself a massage. Why not? You deserve it. Now you're making me want to book one. Absolutely. You know, when we're feeling really down and we're feeling really low, we're not feeling well, we're feeling grouchy, which is okay. I mean, we're only human, you know what I mean? But just don't stay there too long, you know? Don't stay sad too long. Let yourself feel it. Let the emotions pass through you, flow through you. Don't suppress it. Feel it. Allow it to pass through you. And get healing therapies. Get massages. Go to retreats, you know? Go do yoga if you can in the park, if it's summertime where you are. I can't hear, it's winter. But and get out in nature if you can. Go for hikes. Do things you did when you were a kid, or do things you wished to do when you were a kid that you couldn't do because you were never allowed to do anything, right? Whatever the case is, take advantage of the moments in your life, because we just never know when our last moment comes, right? And flip it into a positive, you know, like meaning you, so make the best of it. Make the best of your life. Make the best of your life. Massage therapy, everybody get a massage. Staying positive. Staying positive. Who is this for? Let's see. Come on, show me my comments. Leslie, honey, you here? Hi, Leslie. So, Leslie, stay positive, Bella. Stay positive. So important right now to stay positive, no matter what's happened, no matter what you may be feeling. A lot of us might be feeling that we're being taken advantage of. It feels like self-betrayal in one way, and it feels like others have betrayed us for our positive and good intentions, okay? There are people, unfortunately, that are still lost, and, you know, that still think it's okay to take advantage of others who have big and good hearts. It's not okay. It's not okay, and we need to stand up for what's not okay. So everything has divine timing. Right now, I encourage you to not only stay positive, but to understand what these because there's lessons in everything, okay? Reflect on the lessons that come with this, okay? And understanding and what you've gained that's positive out of this, and allow yourself to feel the emotions of, you know, what this has caused for you. But just know that you can be at peace within yourself, because you've always had the positive and always pure intentions. And know and find comfort that you can live with yourself based on your decisions, never mind anybody else's decisions, okay? Very important for you to understand this so that you can find the inner peace that you need within yourself, okay? So everybody has their lessons to learn, and I strongly believe in karma, okay? So that's why it's so important for us to stay positive, have pure intentions, and have an open heart, and to be able to express our truth to everyone in a loving way, of course. Of course. We try our best, right? We try our best. I love you guys. I love you guys. Uh-oh. Okay, next card. Andrea, darling, you still here? Andrea Veneman Cox. Andrea, love yourself and know who you are. People will begin to understand and love you for you. Woo! Well, guess what? Well, doesn't that sound like recovery to you? Darling, you are in recovery, which means, in other words, healing. You are well on your way to your healing journey. Amen. Amen. That is amazing. I mean, you know, God is good. The angels are amazing. I mean, it's so true. Wow. So your recovery, and you are on the path of radiant health. Well, thank God. That's amazing. I mean, beautiful. There's your confirmation right there. Mercury retrograde. Woo! See, we got some positivity on here. I try to make it all uplifting because, you know, life is too short to stay in despair and to stay in pain and suffering. It's too short. Let's find the way out as fast as possible from the pain, you know? And let's try to find the comfort, you know, even in the midst of chaos or dysfunction, right? So spirituality and awakening is literally awakening to a more higher knowing and understanding of how we can relieve suffering in our lives. This is divine intervention. People can't handle suffering anymore and going through the same shit, right? It's time for change. It's time for new things. It's time for more love. It's time to find the new love within ourselves that we hold. You know, sometimes our relationships can go stagnant a little bit because life gets in the way, right? Family problems from this end, family problems from that end, a friend from over there, a friend from over here, you know, everybody's problems, you know, it's like, okay, plus you have your own. Okay, so this is where respect, healthy boundaries, everybody respects everybody, you know when to express your problems to others, know when to listen, have the listening ear, you know, like start to pay attention because everything has its right moment, right? Right moment to talk about serious things, to have heart to hearts, right? You want to make sure that both people both have an open heart because they both are willing to have a heart to heart about deep topics that are so needed, right? Find those times, find those moments, and grab those moments, especially those moments where you can really just, you know, have that heart to heart that's so needed, right? And take advantage of those moments. Take advantage of the good moments, right? And try to stay calm and not react when it's the emotions of, you know, when it's overwhelmed. When one's overwhelmed and both becomes overwhelmed, just learn when to just chill out. You know, no need to react. Just respond by saying, okay, you know, we'll find another time to talk about this. And then walk away and give a little space, you know? Learning how to handle the situations as they come, right? So important. Next card. Before I pull it, I'd like to find the name. So this is my first time on here, guys. Hey, Tommy! Hey, Tommy. Lots of love. Lots of love. Okay. Card for Tommy. Let's see what we got. It's like almost like we're putting you on the spot, but we're really not. Because you know what? Whoa. Check this out. Detoxification. Tommy, you're going through a detoxification. What an amazing time. What an amazing time to be grateful for. Yeah? Wow. You should be very proud of yourself. This is a confirmation and an affirmation from the universe itself to you, letting you know that you're not only being true to yourself, okay? You're finally being and staying true to yourself, and you need to acknowledge how far you've come. Acknowledge how far you've come. This is a blessing, and you are on the right path. You are on the right path because you have begun the self-love and healing process. What a beautiful time. What a beautiful time. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. You know? Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. It's not easy. Nothing's easy being alive. Nothing at all. Okay, next card. Okay? It's time to shine. Let's see. Where are you? It's gonna, you know, take some time for me to get used to how to, you know, like find you guys because it's like a feed, right? I have to make sure, you know. I'm feeling, without me even seeing if Kelly's on here, but I'm feeling Kelly's own energy. Kelly, are you here, Kelly? I'm feeling this for you. I'm just trying to see if you're here, but this is for you, whether you're here or not. It's a time to shine. It's a time to shine. And what does that mean? Well, for one, it means that what you're realizing and the aha moments that you're having, you're actually starting to implement them. You're actually starting to implement what you're realizing and what you're learning and what you're understanding. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. You're on the right path. You're on the right journey. Like, look at this. Like, so people are starting to get back on the right path. Like, it's not always easy to get back on the right path when life throws something at you that totally throws you off and catches you off guard, right? To get back on that path, it's not always easy. Good for you, my friend. Keep shining your light, because you are attracting others to you who you can help, who you can shed some light in their lives. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, my friend, and keep doing what you're doing. Okay? How cool. How cool. Lots of love, lots of love. I gotta find a better way to see you guys. Shine, shine, shine. Yes, Jeremy. Shine, shine, shine. How are you? How are you, Jeremy? Ah, yes, yes, Tommy. Yes. I'm so happy that you resonated with that card. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love, and we are soul family. We are soul family, and the soul family is growing each and every day. I am grateful for this page because it gives me the opportunity and the chance, not just for me, but for all of you, to have a place where we can really talk about real life soul topics that are the real deal. No sugarcoat, right? Real deal topics, life topics. No one's hiding their crap. You know, everybody has it in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? And we all have lessons to learn. Come on, right? There's no judgment here. Nuh-uh. I'm not perfect. We should judge people when we're perfect, okay? You can judge. You have my permission to judge others if you're perfect yourself, okay? Right? Jeremy. Oh, this one kind of like flew out. So let's see. Let's see. Woo! Jeremy, you here? You here? Okay, ready? Sorry, I like to tease it a little bit. Seek. Whoa. You've been seeking for a while now, huh? Yes, seek your inner truth. Seek your inner self. Seek the beauty that life has to offer you, right? I'm feeling that nature is very is very connected to you. So meaning you do well in nature, like literally like sitting on grass by a tree. It's really good for your energy. Yeah. So this is self-reflection. This represents, you know, stillness, allowing yourself and giving yourself that sense of stillness, like peace and quiet, basically. A little bit of solitude, you know, to just gather your thoughts, gather your emotions, try to understand what you're feeling, putting the puzzle piece together of your life, right? Which we're, in a sense, we're all doing, right? So this is a great reminder for each of us to self-reflect, because it's so important, right? So important. Self-reflection. I highly recommend doing it on a daily basis. Get out into nature if you can, and stillness, meditation, healing music, also available on YouTube. You know, check it out. Do it. It's so important. Woo! Okay, I have one card here. Open up. Let's see whose energy I'm feeling with this card. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Who is this for? I'm getting Thomas. Thomas. And listen, it's hard to keep track of these names, right? So whatever I'm feeling, even if someone gets, it's getting hot in here. Even if someone gets 2 cards, then they get 2 cards. That's just the way it is. It's whatever's meant to be. It's more information's needed then more information's needed, okay? So Thomas, opening up. So your guardian angels are really encouraging you to open up. So be more open. Be more open to receiving, you know, more positivity into your life, love, right? Maybe be more open to expressing your love and how you feel, right? Opening up your mind a little bit more, or maybe you are opening up your mind a little bit more. It's your first time here. Welcome, right? So it's almost like you're beginning to open yourself up to the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling. Like, this is a really cool time, right? Like, you're opening yourself up to information and knowledge, like almost like you're self-educating, like in a more deeper way, maybe, perhaps, you know? So that's great. That's great. We all need to open ourselves up and be committed to self-educate with what feels true to us and what we resonate with. So important. Okay. I think I'm going to be coming on here like a few times a week for sure. I have to check my schedule, but I will market it. Like, I'll advertise it on my Facebook so you guys kind of know when to, you know, catch me live, right? Michelle. I don't know, Michelle. I'm feeling I need to pull a card, so I need to pull a card. I know we're already going on 1 hour and 16 minutes. Holy shamoles. Wow. I hope there's like not more people waiting for cards that I haven't seen yet. Oh, if it is, like forgive me. It's this is new, right? I have to like figure out a way to go through my newsfeed because it's like a lot of comments. Ooh. So this was for Michelle. Coming together. Michelle, Michelle, are you manifesting like a relationship, something that you're drawing closer to you, you know, that you're wishing, like a companionship, some kind of a newfound relationship that's a very loving and light, beneficial energy? That's amazing. Yay. That's awesome. Light a candle for that one and say your thank yous to the universe. That's awesome, Michelle. Some kind of a relationship, whether existing or coming. I'm feeling it's more of a new, that's what I'm sensing, or it's a newer relationship I'm feeling. Whatever the case, something's coming or something's there and is going to be drawn more closer, okay? So if it's a friendship, it's going to transition into something more deeper. If it's not existing yet, it's coming into existence, okay? Does that make sense, Michelle? Kelly, I see you. I finally found your name here. You just joined. You missed your card. I had a card for you because I felt your energy. So you'll have to rewind it when I'm done posting, okay? All right. Thank you, Sandra. I love you. Thank you so much. You know, guys, this is not a job for me, even though technically, like, you know, it's my full-time job, right? Literally. But it's not a job. Like, what a blessing. I've worked in the corporate world. For almost 10 years before I had my child. And my heart desire was always to, you know, be able to stay home with her until she's school age, you know, because I think that if we have the blessing to be able to, I think there's no greater love than a mother's love. as such a fragile time in a child's life. So if we can have the blessing to be able to do that, what a great thing. And I took the opportunity and I took full advantage of that blessing with an open heart. And, you know, it not only changes your life and brings so much joy and blessings. Life itself is a miracle. And once you start to look at life as a miracle and everything in it, your whole life will shift. Your whole way of thinking, your whole way of perceiving, everything will shift in a positive way. In a positive way, it'll bring you more understanding and love and light, right? Oh, Thomas, it's okay if you weren't here to hear yours, Thomas, because I think like after I get off of here and then I post a video, I guess, and then people, whoever missed it, they can come online, right? And then you can replay it. So, you know, don't get discouraged. It's there. It's not going anywhere, okay? I really want to do this more often because I think it's very beneficial for everyone. Hey, Kelly, it's okay. Don't apologize. Don't worry. You'll see it. You'll see it. It'll be there. I just want to make sure, like, if there's anybody else that I need to get a card to. Mary, I don't know if I did a card for you, but Mary, I'm going to do a card for you, okay? If I did one, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry because you're meant to have another one real quick, okay? And then I'm going to go up the list real quick. Ooh, Mary, angels are encouraging you to laugh more. Laughter is the best medicine. Well, isn't that the truth? Laughter actually, like, just helps so much, you know. We just got to find the means of laughing, right? So that means we got to chill out more. We got to chill out, right? We got to be in a more calmer state. We got to follow our self-love steps, right? That nurture our heart and soul, which will allow us to be more chilled out, which will allow us to be able to laugh more. Hello, it makes sense, right? So don't lose your sense of humor, guys. Even if you've gone through hell, you know, you're on your way making it back from there, right? So why not, you know, add a little bit of sense of humor there, right? Life's too short to stay serious, right? There's times where we need to be serious. Absolutely, 100%. But geez, you know, we have to learn when to not be so serious, you know, to allow those laughing moments to come in. You know, to allow the sense of humor to get us through the rough patches, because you know what? Sense of humor actually helps us with the healing process. Go see comedy shows. Go see stand-up. Go see funny movies. Or turn on Netflix and look for romantic comedies. Or don't look for romance. Just look for comedies. Whatever your heart is, you know, asking you to do. Start to trust it more. Start to use your intuition more. By listening, by feeling, right? Use it more. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the self-doubt will eventually dissipate because you begin to start to listen to yourself more. And the more you listen to yourself, okay, the more the self-doubt becomes less. Make sense? Makes sense, right? Follow what makes sense. Laughter's the best medicine. Makes sense. Follow that. Absolutely. Mary, I hope you can, you know, take some good out of that, and I think we all can. It's a good reminder, definitely a good reminder, for sure, for sure. Okay, beautiful people, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do at this point. If I missed you, I love you. I'm sorry, and I will get you next time. Please be sure. Stay tuned to when I'm going to post my next video that's coming up. Okay, like I'll post it like, hey, live video. Right? Coming up, you know, on this day at this time. Okay? Sending lots of love your way and blessings and love and light. And I hope you can appreciate my, you know, passionate energy. I'm trying to, you know, send that extra, you know, boost to you guys, you know? So from my heart to yours, I love you, and I will see you soon. And blessings and hugs and kisses and all that emotional stuff, huh? Okay, love you. Bye. Now I have to figure out how to end this thing. Peace.